Guys, I don't know if you can see me, but I wanted to get a good view of the tomatoes. So today I'm gonna do a tomato tasting for you, and I've got here a couple different varieties. So the first one that I have on this side, I believe this is a black Krim, and then this right here is a Paul Robeson. And then this one at the very end, that's a Cherokee Purple. So these are my three purple, red, black tomatoes. And then I've got an Aunt Ruby's German Green that's got a little baby hole in it, but that's not a big deal. And then I've got a terracotta, so a Thornburns terracotta. This is like one of my favorites. They're all pretty much... Anyways, I was cut off because, I don't know if you can see me. I got cut off and I got a phone call and that cut off my video. And I was a little bit upset because I did my first reactions and all that. So we're gonna go ahead and get back into the video really fast and make sure no one else calls. Okay, so what you see here are tomatoes that I've already cut, obviously, but the first one I tried was this Aunt Ruby's German Green, so I'm gonna try it again. It's okay, it's been like 10 minutes, so I might have forgotten the way it tasted. So as you can see, it's got little hints of almost like an orange in the center. So it's got some other colors in there besides green, but it's really pretty looking to me. That's really good. It's sweet, but it's got tanginess to go along with the sweetness. And then this is what it looks like on the inside. It's pretty meaty. The gel is where the sweetness is. It's really good. It has so when you first bite into it, it has a tangy kind of taste. And then as soon as you get done biting into it, it's like a 1 second long. And then you taste like a classic tomato flavor with a hint of sweetness and tartness. It's actually really good. It'd be great on a BLT. But this is the Aunt Ruby's German Green. And so next, I'm going to go for the Paul Robeson that I've already cut. So on the inside, it's like a dark, almost like a dark red to a purple color. And it has these really juicy gel seeds, like gel-filled seed cavities. It just, I mean, it just looks good. Like if you look at that color, that's beautiful. So I'm gonna try this one. Oh my gosh, it's just as good the second time. Wow, I'm like sad I don't want it to end. I gotta get more. This is the kind of tomato that makes you want to just close your eyes, which I have a couple times. Oh my gosh. So if I could describe this, it would be just so robust. It has almost a meat kind of flavor. Like, I'm not even joking. Like if you were to put this on the grill and it was like smoky around it and it had maybe like a big nice juicy steak or a piece of grilled chicken or just anything, it would like infuse it. If you can imagine that, that's what it tastes like, with that little hint of classic tomato flavor, a little bit of sweetness. That is a dang good tomato. My gosh, that's good. All right guys, I had to check that I was still recording. Okay, that's my favorite. Like seriously, #1 right now. I gotta finish this tomato, that is so dang good. Oh my gosh. I mean, I can see why people say this is the most amazing tasting tomato. I think it's won #1 a couple of years. Golly, that's really good. Okay, moving on. So this was the Cherokee Purple. I just cut it, so it looked like that. It has the green shoulders and then the really dark red, almost purplish, the rest of the fruit. And then I just cut it in half. And this is what the inside looks like. This is a baby one, obviously. I wanted to harvest it before the rains really came down. And so it got more concentrated in the sugar. But I like this one. It's got a good ratio to meat versus gel. I really like that a lot. I like the color too. It's like the insides got some purple, some orange, some red, some green. It's like a whole rainbow. So right off the bat, this is a brighter flavor than the Paul Robeson. Gosh, that's good too. I think I still like the Paul Robeson a little bit more. That is dang good too. That's like a juicy tomato. That makes me want to slap it on a piece of bread with some mayo and bacon, but it's really good. This tomato, my gosh, it's still one of my favorites. We'll try it again. And you know what? It could also be that I harvested it a little too early because I feel like it's got more flavor to develop. So similar to the Paul Robeson. If I could compare, I'd say this one's maybe a little sweeter, but like a hair, almost nothing. The skin, where the skin is, it's like sweet, like a cherry tomato, like a black cherry. My gosh, this is really good. That's like divine. Love the flavor of that one. Okay, next, since we're on the topic of black tomatoes, here's one that's gotten cracked because of the rain. And a lot of these, what I have done is just let them stay on the plant after the rain fell, and I had maybe 1.5 days of sunshine, pure sunshine. And then I'm just like so worried that it's gonna cut me off. Okay. And so then what I did was I let it sit on the plant a little bit, and then I harvested it, and then I let it sit up on my windowsill and let it ripen up all the way. So it may not be peak flavor, it may not be the absolute best, but it's pretty dang close. Now I've had a black creme before, and these blow me away too, so I'd like to see how this compares to the other dark or black purple tomatoes that I've just tried. Okay, so I took all the cracking off. This is what it looks like, real pretty. Now let's cut it this way. That way you guys can see what the inside looks like. Oh man, that's a cool color. So it's almost a brownish, brown mixed with green and red and purple. Totally different than the other two. All right, so here's my bite. Oh my gosh, that is just so sweet. I can see why people say they prefer the black creme sometimes. That's like overall sweet. The Cherokee Purple has a lot of sweet around the skin, and then the black creme, and again, this could just be the way I harvested them, who knows, but to me this is all sweet, and it's smoky, it's robust, it's up there with the Paul Robeson. It's more like the Paul Robeson, I want to eat something with it. It takes me to a grill out. The Cherokee Purple takes me to like a refreshing day in the middle of summer eating a BLT or a tomato sandwich. But the black creme is just great, just all on its own. Man, that is good. I'm a little like tomatoed out at this point, but I still have one more to go. And this is the Thornburns Terracotta. I know what this tastes like. I've had these at the perfect time of summer, so I can describe what I remember versus what I'm trying now. As far as what I remember from all of these, I can tell you that the Aunt Ruby's German Green has the potential to go a lot sweeter than what I tried, almost like eating straight up pineapple. So it's really good. If you live in a place where you don't get a lot of rain and humidity, you're probably better off growing big beefsteaks like this one, a Cherokee, Paul Robeson's. But the cool thing about Paul Robeson's is that, and I believe, you know, some of these big varieties, sometimes you'll get smaller ones on the plant and you've got a better chance of getting good flavor. So don't write off beefsteak tomatoes just because you live in a hot, humid climate like I do. You can probably get a pretty good tomato out of it regardless. You just may not get as big of a size. So then the black creme, it's very similar to what I remember, except for when I harvested it last year, I did get it where it wasn't raining. For some reason, we had a weird season this June, and it's like June 21st right now, and normally we wouldn't have had this crazy torrential downpour, but we've had storms come through, and they're kind of all over the place right now, all over the US, and it did affect them a little, but still pretty good. And then the where was it? This was the Cherokee Purple. My gosh, guys, the first time I ever had a Cherokee Purple, it was a darker color than that. I mean, it was purple. Like it looked purple on the outside, it was purpley on the inside with the green. It was so good. It had that robust, intense smokiness of a Paul Robeson with a little bit of the brightness. It was sweet, and it was kind of that meaty, like reminds you of a grill out, but like brighter. Like it was so delicious. And I got it from North Carolina, just outside of Kinston, and some farm up there, I'm not sure where, but they were so deep dark red, and I remember thinking, I've got to sit down. I got to sit down, I got to close my eyes, I got to really enjoy this moment. And that's the Cherokee Purple, and I will never ever forget that experience. The Paul Robeson, this was the leftover. Paul Robeson, honestly, this is maybe the second time I've had it. I've never been disappointed. It's always been good, no matter what. So you can really kind of go with any of them. But if you want, you know, I kind of described already, the Paul Robeson's really good for if you want to grill out and eat a tomato with your food. The Cherokee Purple's really good for just kind of making a sandwich, a really deep, good, robust, like make you sit down on your front porch and drink a glass of cold tea. I mean, it's great. It's a really good tomato. And then the Black Krim is just, I mean, it's just a juicy, delicious fruit. It's just good. And it has great flavor. They're all amazing. And I think that if you've never had any of these, you need to try them all because you're gonna love them. Especially if you're not a tomato person, if you're like, man, every tomato I've ever had has just been kind of gross, dried out, doesn't have a lot of flavor, kind of watery. That's because you're eating grocery store-bought tomatoes or tomatoes that are not in season, etc. But if you grow your own, here, gotta tell you guys face to face, if you grow your own tomatoes, you can control the peak ripeness, you can control when you harvest them. I'm telling you that there's nothing like a homegrown tomato. You can taste the nutrition in it. You can taste there's like more sweetness, there's more concentration of flavor. It's just amazing. You can tell I love tomatoes, so I really had to just go on that little tangent and making yourself a little garden. I mean, it really doesn't take much. You can get a 5-gallon pot or a fabric bag and fertilize those things once a week with a fish emulsion. Go in there with some tomato tone every once in a while by the roots, bury it under, water that thing evenly. If it starts having a torrential downpour, slide it under your roof. I mean, you can take care of that one plant and you will know just the peak of ripeness and how good a tomato can really taste. It really does blow your mind sometimes. All right, back to, this is the Thornburns Terracotta. I know what this tomato tastes like and I know what to expect. So hopefully I'm not disappointed this year, but I will tell you one thing that's not disappointing, and that's the color. I mean, this thing is beautiful. Look at the concentration of the brightness of orange in there. To me, it's coral. It's so pretty. And it has the green. So this would be considered a black-orange tomato. It's just gorgeous. And it has the green, got the green shoulders. It's like a cousin of the Cherokee Purple and all these other guys. But I'm gonna eat this whole thing because I know this is good. Wow. Okay, all these tomatoes combined, plus a little bit more of a fruity taste, and you've got yourself a Thornburns Terracotta. This tomato is out of this world. Golly, that's a good tomato. I love it. I love all of these tomatoes. My gosh. Man. I will say this has a little bit of a tougher skin than all the other ones, but I guess it's to protect the goodness inside, right? I gotta have more. And I get that right there where the colors are the darkest. Man, that's a dang good tomato. Paul Robeson, if I had to pick a favorite, today would have been the Paul Robeson. Hardcore winner. That's this guy. I can see why it's number one, but this is delicious. I love it. Well, that's it, guys. That is it for my tomato tasting for today. I've got some more up there on the windowsill ripening. I have a German Johnson. I've got some Camparis that I grew from seed. Hold on. Okay, I had like tomato peel in the roof of my mouth, which was weird. Anyways, so stay tuned for videos to come, and thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and be blessed. Bye.